In the diamond hills of Kono, a child was born into destiny. Her name was Sia. She was the first daughter of her family, beautiful and already bound to a future older than memory. Villagers spoke of her beauty, but more than beauty, they spoke of her birth. In Kono, the first daughter was not simply a child. She was a promise, a key to her family's honor and survival. At ceremonies, Sia sat beside the elders, silent, yet central. Her mother taught her restraint. Her aunts taught her sacrifice. Her grandmother taught her the old truth, that her life would never belong to her alone. While other girls dreamed of love and distant journeys, Sia was taught to dream only of preservation. She learned that her future would not be chosen by affection, but by lineage and tradition. Beneath the village's admiration, she carried a quiet loneliness. The laws of Kono were etched into memory. One law stood above all: the first daughter must never choose love over lineage. Her union was believed to protect the family's land and children. When drought came, ice turned to her. When illness spread, prayers were whispered in her name. Sia began to understand that even misfortune could be placed upon her shoulders, for she was both blessing and shield. Then, during the season of heavy rains, a stranger arrived. His name was Kamba. He spoke gently and asked about her dreams and fears. For the first time in her life, someone looked at her not as destiny, but as a woman with a heart. But the village felt unease in his presence. The elders watched him in silence. That night, the oldest priestess spoke. Kamba was not merely a man, but a wandering spirit who fed on broken traditions. If Sia followed him, the ancestral line would fracture, and all her family had built would wither. The choice before her was no longer only personal, it was cosmic. Torn between the voice of her heart and ancestral law, Sia withdrew from the village. Kamba urged her to leave, to choose a life where she belonged only to herself.
Come with me.
For the first time, the future felt close. But each night, she stood by the river and saw what living would mean, not visions, but people. Her people. Her land. Mothers and children. Elders and farmers. If she walked away, she would not be escaping destiny, she would be abandoning them. In that quiet truth, Sia understood, her power was not a curse. It was an inheritance that asked for sacrifice. On the day she confronted Kamba, the sky darkened and the wind rose. With trembling hands and a steady voice, she told him she would not go. Love, she said, could not be built upon the destruction of those who gave her life. And with that choice, the storm passed. Sia returned to her village, not as a girl bound by fear, but as a woman who had chosen her destiny. In time, the land healed. Fields grew green. Children were born strong. Peace returned. Yet elders say that when the moon is high, Sia still walks to the river, singing softly to the water. For though she honored her lineage, a part of her heart still remembers the stranger who saw the woman behind the shield. Sia, the heart of the hills. She lost her word, so that we might keep ours. She is the rain. She is the wind. She is Kono.